Okay, y'all gotta be getting tired of hearing me do the same entrance every time. So, we're here, we're doing things. You know where we're at. You know what we're doing. It says it in the title. You clicked on it. And if you don't know where you're at by now, that's your problem. Anyways, we are here. We're going to work on making advanced circuits today, which is going to take copper, green circuits, and electrical components. So, our first thing is we need to make the electrical components. And the electrical components are going to take glass, silicon, and plastic. So that means we got to get some plastic up here to this area. We're not going to run it through the main line because we're not going to need it on the main line. This is going to be the only place that plastic will probably be coming to. So let me get down here and get it. Well, I need to get belts. I don't have any red belts on me. Also, I'm going to sneeze right in the middle of doing this. I guess we don't need red. Hold on. Okay, hopefully that's done. I hate sneezing. It's annoying. Alright, let's not. Fall allergies suck. Just when I thought I was done, I still didn't go and get undergrounds. Holy crap, would somebody remind me to go and refill like all the things. I have no red belt. I have very little red ones. I have no freaking yellow ones at all. All right, give me a minute. Let me go fill up my pockets. I'll run this belt up here and I'll be right back. Okay, plastic is up here. My pockets are full of crap. So, we're going to get 4 electronic components out of each of these recipes. And each one of the advanced circuits is going to take 2. Takes 4 seconds to craft the circuits. It takes 4 seconds to craft the electronic components. So therefore, we're going to need something. How have I never upgraded all of these? I need to get these upgraded. Because we're going to be using green circuits for what we're doing, so we're definitely going to need to up the production. So let's go ahead and get that done real quick. Alright, so leave this over here so we got plenty of room. We're gonna do that recipe, and then we'll have this go like this, because that'll be 4 of these will split into 2 of these. Now, typically, I would do my copper wire where the electronic components are. We need 4 copper cable for this. Copper cable is 2 of them every half a second. So we can make, let's see, 4 seconds. So it's going to be 8 crafting, 8 times 2, 16. And we need 4. So that's 4. So we're going to need 1 of these to feed 4 of these. So then we should be able to get away with something like this. Yeah. Go ahead and do this basically the same way we did this other side, just backwards. We're not going to need anywhere near this amount of red circuits over here, but this is going to be what we end up doing for the main circuit area. So this is just trying out the concept. Basically over here. Why is that not? Oh, because I didn't make it. All right, let's fix it. Okay, so there. Draw a straight line, damn it. I cannot draw a straight line. In Factorio, I don't know what it is. Okay, so there, and there. And these are the components. These are the circuits. And then we're going to, well, before we do that, this will be where the cables will come in, because we only need cables, circuits, and components. The components are going to come from the back. How many circuits are we going to need? Same amount of circuits. All right. We'll have to see if it's quick enough, but I think it will be. This might be too long. We may actually have to change this to a red belt as well. We'll see about that. So then this will be the output line. And then we can go ahead and copy all of this, mirror it to the other side, and put it right there. So that'll be our other side of this. Really? Seriously? Is that what you're going with? Ugh. I really just can't stop messing this up. Okay, so that's what we're going to be working with. If everything does what I expect it to do. And then we'll have the copper cables made over here. And then these will feed up and over, and we'll have this go like this. We'll have this go like this. We'll have the circuits come in from up here and down to there. So let me go grab some more belts and probably grab some more assemblers, even though I don't quite need them yet, but I will. Let's go ahead and just get half a stack of them. All right, so circuits down to here. We need plastic on this line, which we have right here. And then on this line, we will have our glass and our silicon, which will be coming from up here. This needs to go down here. Glass and silicon is up there. So we're going to have to do a little finagling here, or we have to bring them down. Yeah, I think we'll just bring them down and have them join up down here. I think that might be, well, no, we could have them do it here. We just got to do it. If we do the glass here and then get it out of the way, we do the silicon here, we can have them come together here and then just come down and scoot a boot over that way. Again, we need to make sure that comes down here. Yeah, that looks good. So now we just need to do all the things to connect all this up. Get all the inserters in here. Grab some cables, which can go right here in the middle. We'll probably do one in between each one just to make sure we hit all of these out here as well. And then I'm assuming we can go with these over here, which should be enough for this because it takes 4 seconds to craft this. So that should be fine for that. And then on this side, probably gonna want the fast ones because we got to do the copper cable and the circuits, and we need 4 of each of them. So we'll just do this. And then power each group of those, which will also power what's on the other side. So then over here, we have to have this coming down for that, this coming up for the plastic. That'll take care of all of this stuff. I will just mirror what we did on the other side there. And then on this side, we need to have the copper coming down here, which that's going to be a bit of a pain. We're going to have it cross over this one. We also don't want that running exactly right there. We got room here, right? So if we just do this, we can bring the copper down right through there. Make sure we get down past where the belt line's going to be, and then split that off. Have this one go that way. Have this one go this way, which we're going to have the actual cable line running through there. And then this down this side. This is going to be for the copper cable. And then inputs here and here. And of course, I'm out of those. Okay. That takes care of that. And I didn't put this correct. We got to fix that. So all of this needs to move over one, because of course it does. And I have no idea if this is how many of these we need, and I don't care. I will make it work. If we need more, we get more. If we need less, well, more is always better than less. And we're going to need 2, 4, 6, 8 of those. I can only make 7. So let me go grab them. I must have plastic. Yeah, I have plastic in my inventory. I was like, how in the world can I make the bulk ones? That's because I have plastic in my inventory. Which will be, one of the next things we actually do is making bulk inserters. That is not our main reason for doing this. Our main reason for doing this is for the blue science that we need to get done, but it is useful. All right, so run this across here and connect it up here. Yes, that's dumb. Shut up. I know. I fix. Don't worry, I fix. There, less dumb. Now we can just drop that in there. Speaking of, give me the copper, we'll drop it in there. And now we should have everything we need so they can start making us our red circuits. And it looks like we might actually have way more than enough in there. It also looks like we should be able to switch these out to the cheaper ones. Because I don't know if it bothers you guys that I'm cheap, like it bothers Junior that I'm cheap. But, well, I'm cheap. I don't like wasting stuff that I don't need to waste. And why use blue inserters when yellow inserters work just fine? And the consumption of them power wise, this is 400, that's 500 minimum. Maximum is 59 versus 15, plus the materials to make them. It's just cheaper all around to use the yellow ones if you can get away with them. If you don't need the speed, why use the blue ones? And so that's why I don't use them all the time. Now, I'm not full stingy. I'm not like Dan, which had me teach him how to turn off entire banks' power because he really wanted to be stingy. And, I'm stingy, but holy crap, that was stingy. I was teaching him a bit of Factorio, and he realized that his assemblers, well, I explained to him that his assemblers took power when they weren't doing anything, and he's like, well, when they're not doing anything, why don't we shut them off? I was like, because it's a pain in the butt? He's like, yeah, but it's so expensive. You can get away with so much less power. So I taught him how to do it. And it actually is very economical. But the drain on your system when they turn on is excessive. You really need to have accumulators to deal with that. But there we go. We have a full set of red circuits. Our red circuits are being made. We are going to do this here. I don't know why I did a red one. There's no reason to have a red one there. But we're going to run this line back this way. And then we'll run this line this way. That way we can have red circuits all the way back through here. This needs to go down here so we don't have that there. And the reason why we're running it back here is because we need red circuits for the science. So it's going to run the full length back here, and we're probably going to need to make another one of these. We may even be able to get away with being able to extend this down further. Why is that? Why? That's why. Did I put all of these backwards? I put all of these backwards. Okay, fix that. No wonder why it looked like we weren't using that much copper cable. I need another belt. There you go. Alright, so I'll double check and make sure all of these are going the right direction. Okay, all that's going right. That's going in, out. Yes. Okay, all that's fixed. Now, the only thing we have to do is we need to get this taken care of because we don't have the plastic coming in on this side for those two. All right. And yeah, it definitely looks like the copper cable is not holding up now. So we're going to run a red belt. That way our copper cable can get down there a lot quicker. And we'll see if that's good enough to keep it going. Once it gets everything fed, hopefully it'll start backing up a little bit. It looks like it. We're definitely going to have to upgrade the green, which it looks like the inputs for the green are fine. So we can just extend this down further, and then we can get some more green circuits. It's typical with red that you need extra green. I will probably end up putting another green one over on the other side of the red one. That way we can feed green ones from over here into this one as well. We might actually have enough room. I don't know if we do. If we do this, yeah, we don't have enough room to put another one over there. But this tells us that this setup will work. We just need more greens when we set up the other one. And we can usually do greens like double, one on either side. And that should work fine and extend them further. If we do like 4 of the greens, we can even extend the red even further. possibly. But we need to get the circuit area made. This is just going to be for feeding our initial stuff that's here. Like when we start making our next tier of, well, modules are probably going to be in their own area. But the main thing is our bulk inserters are going to need the red ones and our science. Although the science will be fed from the circuit area once we get the circuit area made. But this is just for like the bulk inserters and what we're going to be getting after this that are going to need them. So now that we have the red circuits, we should have everything that we need to get our chemical temp cards. We just need to get sulfuric acid up here, which I will probably go ahead and bring up around this way because we're probably going to put the circuit area up in this place so we can have a train come up here, drop off our sulfuric acid here, and then we'll have sulfuric acid when we need it. Why do I think we need it for circuits? We probably don't need it for circuits. Anyways, I'm going to use a train probably instead of a pipe. But we'll see. I will probably do that in the live stream before we do our circuits, or our science tech cards. Hope you guys enjoyed. See you next time.